JBN, we keep you informed. Bodies of two men found in shallow graves in St. Thomas identified. The police in St. Thomas have made major breakthroughs in identifying two bodies which were found in shallow graves in the parish last month. The deceased have been identified as 27-year-old KJ Roden of Yalos and a 24-year-old Akeem Williams of Portmorant and White Horses, also in St. Thomas. Following the completion of scientific tests, it was confirmed that a body was exhumed from a shallow grave near the Yalos Pond on October 16 was of Roden. A post-mortem report revealed that he died from bullet wounds to the upper body. Investigators are continuing their probe in search of his killers. A second body was found in a shallow grave at the back of a house in Pondside, Yalos at about 1 p.m. on October 30, was confirmed to be that of Williams. The confirmation came following the results of DNA testing. Williams was reported missing for 2 weeks before his body was discovered by residents and relatives who had been searching for him. He died as a result of multiple stab wounds, according to a post-mortem report. 17-year-old boy charged with murder. The St. Andrews Central Police have charged a 17-year-old youngster for the Wednesday, August 14 murder of 24-year-old Javon Enriquez, otherwise called Whiteman, of a Red Hill, St. Andrew address. The 17-year-old is charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, and illegal possession of a gun and ammunition. Police reports are that Enriquez was walking along the roadway with a friend about 1:24 a.m. when they were approached by gunmen who opened gunfire at them, hitting Enriquez. The police were summoned and Enriquez was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The other person managed to escape unharmed. An investigation was subsequently launched and the 17-year-old arrested and charged in relation to the incident, the police said. Opposition senators bad for higher compensation for integrity commissioners. While passing a resolution setting out salaries for members of the Integrity Commission, some members of the Upper House on Friday argued that the Corruption Oversight czars should have received a better remuneration package. Justice Seymour Panton, chairman of the Integrity Commission, will be paid an annual salary of $4.9 million, while the other commissioners will get a little more than $4 million. The Integrity Commission is the Commission of Parliament, reporting to the bicameral legislature through the tabling of reports that are reviewed by lawmakers. Government policy precludes additional payment to commissioners who are currently receiving a salary from the Consolidated Fund. Sophia Fraser-Baines, opposition senator, said that the salaries being paid to the Integrity Commissioners were comparable to the amount paid to retired justices who work with the Industrial Disputes Tribunal. However, she indicated that persons who work with the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, another commission of parliament, received far higher salaries. The 2016-2017 annual report of the ECJ showed that its chairman was receiving a salary and benefits amounting to $11.3 million, while other commissioners, including politicians who sit on the electoral oversight body, get salary and benefits amounting to a little more than $11 million. Kamina Johnson-Smith, leader of government business in the Senate, who piloted the resolution, said that the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, in determining the sum to be paid, took into consideration the frequency of meetings and the fact that commissions of Parliament are usually paid higher rates than boards of directors. She said that the government deeply values the work done not only by members of the Integrity Commission, but by staff across the public sector. Johnson-Smith said that the administration want to pay civil servants at the highest level, noting that's why we're working so hard at economic growth. She told her parliamentary committees that the commissioners had not received remuneration since their appointments last year. In his remarks, opposition Senator Lambert Brown said that the country could afford to pay the commissioners better, pay them what they are worth, so that they can be the watchdog for us in an efficient way over the corrupt practices of some of our own colleagues equipped. Brown urged the administration to provide medical benefits and insurance as part of the commissioner's package. TPDCo sexual harassment case still unresolved. At the end of January this year, a manager at the tourism product development company TPDCo and two female employees who accused them of sexual harassment were all placed on administrative leave with full pay to allow for an independent investigation into the allegations. 9 months later, at the start of November, all three were asked to return to work, although the women's claims remain unresolved. Executive Director of the state-owned company, Dr. Andrew Spencer, has confirmed the issue has not been resolved for the same reason the issue took as long as it did. The lawyers having an issue with the clause in the disciplinary procedure for public bodies, Spencer explained. He said that the company has since taken the decision to refer the issue to the Attorney General's Department to have it resolved there. In the meantime, Spencer assured the lawmakers on Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee PAAC that the manager and his accusers are not working closely together. Further, he explained that the decision to have them return to the organization was based on the outcome of the formal probe. Having completed the formal investigation, we saw no reason to have them out of the organization, so they are all back and reassigned, the TPDCo boss disclosed. The individual who has been accused is working on a special project on his own. Spencer revealed that the management of TPDCo first brought charges against the manager in November last year. However, he said that the accused manager, through his attorneys, raised a challenge to the disciplinary procedures for public bodies. According to Spencer, the manager posted the view that the company should not have proceeded because there was no reason for disciplinary action. But the TPDCo boss said the state entity insisted on pursuing the case because we take these things very seriously. Having pursued and insisted and said we are basing the charges on a preliminary investigation, the accused then asked for a formal investigation, he explained. Spencer said that was what prompted the decision to place the accused manager and his two accusers on paid administrative leave effective January 31 this year. Everybody was asked to leave in the interest of sterilizing the space and ensuring that we had the documentation that we needed to do the formal investigation, he explained. Spencer said that when TPDCo got the report in the summer, attorneys for the accused manager again raised concerns that the process was flawed and therefore they have a challenge with how the formal investigation was conducted. I must say that my own feeling about the HR process during that time was that it was unfortunately inefficient, he acknowledged. Former Ward praised the state for success, citing herself as proof that a child in state care overcomes odds. Former Ward Tanisha Esman Ledgister believes that her life story will inspire 87 bright young boys and girls who are in the position she was 2 decades ago. Ledgister, who holds a bachelor's degree in tourism management and hospitality, as well as an MBA in general management, professed that if she had a chance to grow up in state care again, she would not resist the opportunity. The 35-year-old, who is an administrative assistant at the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, said that she owes it all to the state and believes that had her mother not abandoned her, she would not have seen much success. I am a proud ward of the state. My mother gave my brother and I up to an elderly couple when I was around 2. She promised to return, but she didn't. Unfortunately, the wife died, so a decision was made to place me in state care. She expressed joy as she reflected on the cherished friendships she had formed while growing up at the Jamaica National Children's Home. I met a lot of children back in the day who dropped out of school. I put myself in the position and said to myself, that could be me, she said. Ledgister was speaking during the 2019 Educational Achievement Awards ceremony held at the Terra Nova Hotel in St. Andrew on Friday, honoring the Academic Excellence Awards in the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations across the island. These students either live in state care or foster homes. The success of the awards resurrected fond memories for Ledgister, who recalls how, at the age 15, she buckled down academically when she realized she would have no one to turn to when she became an adult. She passed 6 subjects, which was a launching pad for future academic achievement. You still had persons who would say, she now passed nothing. But when my house mother came with me to school and got my results, she started screaming. After that, I became the princess of the home. Before to them, I wasn't all that. I say to your awardees, especially those in the facilities, I know sometimes it may seem difficult and everyone is against you, but someone once told me that an adult will do anything for a child who is respectful. It was when I passed I realized that, Be bold, strong and beautiful, Ledgister added. Having left state care at age 21, Ledgister credits the government and the people of Jamaica for sending her to college and is now enjoying her independence. If I was in with my mom, would I be educated at the master's level today? I don't think so, she said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.